Panda eats bedrock. How do I ride through a crowd of mobs? And what happened to this bear cub? 30 facts. A book with Silk Touch works like Silk Touch itself. In version 1.15.1, the book itself worked like Silk Touch, and you didn't need to enchant items with it. You could easily mine glass and any other blocks. Rabbits always ate carrots from the farm, reducing their growth stage by 1 unit. How to troll a villager. Villagers wake up from a bell ringing. If you place an observer looking at the bed and place a bell behind it, every time the villager goes to sleep, the bell will wake them up. All pig zombies aggro if you hit them, but they won't notice if you kill one of them with a single hit. A rabbit becomes immobile on a slime block, making it easy prey for foxes that feed on rabbits. The Enderman is impenetrable to arrows. If you create an empty world where it has nowhere to run, the arrow still won't touch it. However, there is an exception among projectiles: stalactites. Wither skeletons can't spawn with a bow in their hands, unlike overworld skeletons. But if you summon one with a command, all its arrows will be fiery, even though the bow is normal. You can put items on villagers using a dispenser if you give a villager a pumpkin. A zombie villager infected with the virus will not have the pumpkin on its head. Pandas are the only mobs that are afraid of thunderstorms. During bad weather, they cover their eyes with their paws and prefer to sit under a roof to avoid getting wet. Maps, beds, and clocks don't work in the Nether, but markers work just fine. How did I ride through a crowd of mobs? The thing was, when sitting in a boat, the mob hitboxes acted like water, and the speed remained the same as on water. A mob will never escape from a cauldron if there are honey blocks below the cauldron. Creaking scares absolutely all pillagers. If a creeper had any effect and then exploded, that effect remains at the explosion site for a few more seconds in the form of a cloud. This works with any potion. The maximum size of a portal before version 1, 7.2 was like this, but now you can build portals up to 23 by 23 blocks of obsidian, but no smaller than this. Can powder snow be used as a ladder? Using leather boots, you can use powder snow as scaffolding. Any wall of snow is a ladder for you. And the main thing is that you will not freeze. Are pandas omnivorous? In vanilla Minecraft, they eat bamboo. Few players knew that they also eat cakes, but I'm sure almost no one knew that a panda eats cocoa beans. Panda can eat a rabbit's foot and even a spider eye. The thing is, if we give any item to a panda, it will eventually start gnawing on it. If you alternate between nether fence and regular fence, a player can pass through the gaps between the fences, but hostile mobs cannot. Previously, you could grow crops in the Nether, but after version 1.15, this became impossible. The issue is that wet sponges immediately turn dry, whereas before, wet sponges could water crops. Stalactite is a ladder because each level has a different block collision size. What's wrong with my hand? The thing is, if you give yourself too high a level of fatigue, which the Elder Guardian inflicts, it will affect your hand. What happened to this bear cub? In snapshot 24W33A, small bear cubs scattered into separate parts. Ruined portals of the Nether generate in all biomes of the overworld and the Nether, with the exception of the Dark Depths biome. If you shoot a creeper with a spectral arrow and explode it, this is the only legal way to make a potion of glowing. If you accidentally aggro an Enderman but don't intend to fight it, you can freeze and stare at it for about a minute. It will get tired of doing this and teleport away from the player, already calmed down. Giant mushrooms are essentially trees, but they can't grow without player intervention and bone meal. How to speed up the healing of a zombie villager? The speed is influenced by beds and iron bars if they are nearby. This happens because they are in an igloo, and the developers wanted to speed up the healing process of the zombie villager. The squid lives for a long time even after its death. Another such mob is the Ender Dragon. Lava in the overworld spreads over 4 blocks, while in the Nether it spreads over 8. Do dogs fear llamas? They run away from llamas just like creepers run away from cats. Subscribe help the channel and the cat. There's an interesting video here. Click.